It started with a simple piece of ginger from the supermarket, nothing special, just a root most people would use and forget. But that single piece turned into something much bigger than we expected. Today it keeps growing, multiplying, and supplying our kitchen without us ever needing to buy it again. At first, the idea felt almost too simple. Could something bought for cooking really become a continuous source of food? The answer came from understanding how ginger actually grows. Unlike many plants, ginger develops underground through rhizomes. Each piece has the potential to grow into a new plant if given the right conditions. The process began by selecting a healthy root. It needed to be firm, with visible buds, small growth points where new shoots would emerge. Even a store-bought piece can work if it is fresh and alive. Before planting, the root was left in a shaded, dry place for a short time. This helped toughen the outer surface slightly, reducing the chance of rot once it entered the soil. While waiting, the soil was prepared carefully. Ginger thrives in loose, rich soil that drains well but still holds enough moisture. The ground was opened and mixed with compost and organic material to create a balanced environment. Instead of planting deep, the root was placed just below the surface. Ginger prefers shallow planting, where it can expand outward rather than struggle upward. After positioning the root, it was covered lightly with soil and protected with a layer of mulch. This helped maintain moisture and shield the soil from direct sun. Watering was done gently. The goal was to keep the soil consistently moist, never soaked. Too much water can quickly damage the rhizome, while too little slows its development. At first, nothing seemed to happen. Days passed with no visible growth. But beneath the surface, the root was slowly waking up. Soon, the first green shoots appeared. Thin at the beginning, they gradually became stronger as they reached toward the light. As the plant grew, leaves expanded and began capturing sunlight. This energy fueled the real growth happening underground, where new rhizomes were forming. One of the most interesting parts of growing ginger is how it multiplies. The original root does not just grow, it divides and expands, creating new pieces beneath the soil. Over time, the plant becomes larger, not just above ground but below it as well. Maintenance remained simple. Occasional watering, adding mulch, and keeping the area free of weeds were enough to support healthy growth. Instead of constant intervention, the system relied on balance. The soil stayed active, fed by organic matter, while the plant continued developing naturally. As months passed, the growth became more noticeable. The leafy stems stood tall, and the plant filled its space with vibrant green. Below the surface, the real transformation was happening. The rhizomes continued to expand, forming clusters that would eventually become the harvest. One of the biggest advantages of this method is that ginger does not need to be harvested all at once. Small portions can be taken while the rest continues growing. This creates a continuous cycle. Instead of planting and harvesting once, the same plant keeps producing over time. When it was time to harvest, the soil was gently opened. Instead of digging deeply, the top layer was moved aside to reveal fresh ginger just beneath the surface. Clean, firm, and full of aroma, the harvested pieces were ready to use immediately. The remaining rhizomes were left in place, allowing the plant to continue growing and producing new roots. This simple cycle meant that the supply never really stopped. Back in the kitchen, the difference was clear. Fresh ginger has a stronger flavor, more aroma, and a quality that is hard to find in store-bought roots that have been stored for long periods. What started as a single supermarket root had now become a reliable, ongoing source. The system continued working season after season. Each time the plant grew, it produced more than before. The soil improved as well. Organic matter broke down slowly, feeding the plant and maintaining fertility without the need for constant inputs. Over time, it became less about growing a single crop and more about maintaining a living system. There was no need to keep buying ginger, no need to start over. The plant sustained itself through simple care and natural growth. This experience changed the way we think about food. It showed that even something as ordinary as a supermarket root can become something lasting. With the right approach, one small beginning can turn into a continuous harvest. In the end, it wasn't about doing something complicated. It was about understanding how the plant works and giving it the conditions it needs. A single root, planted once, continuing to multiply and provide. Sometimes, the simplest starting point leads to the most rewarding results.